And welcome back to the channel. It's Journal of the Scots. And this episode, hey, first, do me a favor, hit that subscribe or like button. I appreciate you. For those who have been anxiously awaiting a video, I know it's been over a week, which is crazy. Just a lot of vacation, travel, all happening. So right now, I'm just going to be, unfortunately, it is not as exciting. I'm going to just ramble and break it down in this episode as I'm needing more and more parts for the mock, and I haven't been doing a lot of building, although today it is rainy and nasty outside. So, of course, this is part of getting real as a, I don't know, mock builder or as just a builder or an enjoyer of Lego, is that sometimes you just got to do a lot of sorting, which is the not fun part. Actually, these go right here. This is the good part about having that all right there, ready to roll as I go. But no, it has been awesome. So we had spring break in Jamaica, which is fantastic. There we go. Yeah, gotta separate the doors. This is kind of like it's almost like a build and talk. Here we go. Oh, hello. A really nice stove. This is originally the Parisian restaurant, and I'm going to be using it for spare parts here coming up. So we're going to need a lot of these gray tiles. And there is tan in this build. There we go. Actually, I don't have a ton of these tan tile bricks. The flooring, I have another one back here, has a lot of tan, which will be really nice. My studio is a mess, so part of it is I have a ton of building, and I think what I'll do in this episode while I'm breaking it down is kind of go over what's new, what's happening, what should I be expect, because I'm a little bit behind on all just about everything. Ooh, these are nice. A couple of these, a couple of those. We've got a special bin for those, which I'll crack out. Ooh, is that again? I'm going to be building the Mos Eisley Cantina here pretty soon. I think I'm gonna kick it off live is kind of the plan. So it's just a matter of finding time. I need to kind of get some space ready to go. Oh, that's a really cool technique to be using. Oh, that's really neat. I'll have to remember that using this those slope plate pieces with that. That's pretty neat. Got to remember that. But you really got to do that. I've got to finalize my plans for Brick World Chicago. I know I've got a couple days that I've tried to take off so I could kind of really go into big time gear and finish this mock out. The announcement of the May the 4th promo is pretty cool, although I don't think I can spend 160 bucks because for those who are new, I'm announced that we're going to be redoing our kitchen, and so all of our money is going to be going into kitchen. I'm going to be kind of limited, so it's not to say I won't have any hauls here or there. They're going to be small, and it's probably not going to be until like Black Friday or something along those lines when I'm able to kind of, I don't know, we'll see when I'm able to kind of kick things back up. So it's going to be a little while, guys, so bear with me. More tan. There's a lot of tan, which is always really nice. So bear with me. Brickworld Chicago is really going to kick some things in. I'm going to be doing plenty of building, but the right now it's just and I'm also going to have to really, really clean things up because we're going to be at the end of the summer. We're practically going to be living down here. So, oh, there we go. Living down here, so I'm gonna really need to keep it pretty tight. um, so yeah, that's kind of what's happening on this side. I hope everybody is doing really well. I've got a whole lineup I'm working on. A lot of it, I was since I was whoa, hello. Since I was traveling, oh, I'll also while I was traveling, I completely lost my voice, so I really couldn't do any videos. Even if I wanted to, I would have been coughing the whole time. No COVID or anything like that, but had really bad allergies that kicked in and ended up with an ear infection, the whole 9 yards. But now I am back building. So sometimes it's good to take a break, anyways. So this is really a unique way to use these wheelbase setups. And can never have enough white. At some point, not necessarily a Hothmach, but I'll probably do like a Rebel Outpost at some point. I have a decent amount of Rebel figures. I think that's one thing I really want to do is like building around based on the figures. Going back to May the 4th, I'm a little disappointed that the May the 4th promo, you have to drop $160. Like, I get it. I think Lego knows that there's going to be a lot of folks buying the land speeder that's been announced. There might be people buying some of the other 18 plus sets, and people save their purchases. Something went flying. People save their purchases, and so they're gonna maximize what they can do. But I'm really bummed out. The other piece too is for those who we're planning on doing um, like the cantina stuff like that. They You're not going to get double VIP for those, which I I know last time people took advantage of. So I'm really glad that I got the cantina this year. Um, but the set, the $160 set, is a nice one. It's basically the Lars Homestead kitchen with Aunt Beru. It doesn't come with Lars or Uncle Owen, which is a real bummer. I don't know if he's coming a set. I probably should have looked that up. I think he has. I want to say he came with one of the sand crawlers potentially. So Aunt Beru is one of the missing figures. I think she's going to be a very sought after figure, but I'm thinking that I'm going to need to purchase that set on the aftermarket. So I'm hoping I can get it in the $20-$30 range and call it a day. And then frankly, I'll probably just save a ton of money waiting till like Black Friday on some of these sets. I really don't have a ton of sets left to purchase per se that are must have. There's definitely some out there that I'd like to get. Like I want to get. My plan was hopefully spending about 100 and either getting the Bad Batch shuttle and or a combination of the command post clone troopers. Need to get some of those and some of the other Hoth troopers as well. Were kind of the plan. The other thing is I do like that Republic tank with Mace Windu. I really want to get that. So I have plenty of sets to get, but I think some of those are going to be a deal at some point, right? So I don't really know if it's worth like the keychain and the polybag are absolute trash. So those are maybe worth $5 total in value to me at most. Really just parts. So having said that, it's not, I kind of feel like it's not really much more than getting 20% off. It's, it's kind of like getting 25 to 30% off is kind of $160. And I feel like you could kind of do that any time of the year. The only thing that could really hurt in the pocketbook is if people really try to gouge people to get the um, people, if people are gouging to get the set since it's an exclusive. That could be the only thing. You know, if people are charging $40, $50 for that set, which I don't think they're going to be able to get away with, there's probably going to be enough on the market. It'll probably start at 40, but then it'll drop into the, I think it's going to be 25 to 30 is what you're going to be able to get for it. Because it's not a big set, it's one figure, and I don't think everybody's super excited about it. So um, I do want to get the Emperor figure for the Tatooine. Definitely want that, but I'm not willing to drop $160. I mean, it is sets that I'm ultimately going to need, but I don't know. I'm kind of maxed out. I just kind of blew my budget recently. Um, so there's not much else to go around. So yeah, here we go. She could be my Amperu. Gotta put her up here. Gotta figure out what to do. But anyways, in the future, I really want to build a lot of microfighters and different things around, or even just scenes around the figures that I have. I really have, I'm really Jedi deprived. I need more. Obviously, I've got a million Luke Skywalkers and a million Reys and others, but um, definitely need to up my Jedi game. So I like the idea of that Republic tank. Right. And there's even more clone troopers. Those purple clone troopers look awesome. So that's definitely a set. Really, the last Lego has really been killing it for the sets that are good to invest in. Anytime you have like something really unique that at some point down the line somebody's gonna want, like that Mace Windu is always gonna be like at worst, it'll be a $6 to $10 figure, probably at worst. And I think it's even exclusive. So I think that figure is going to be valuable. The purple clone troopers, if somebody wants to build out an army, is going to need a bunch of those. So those figures are all going to be $6 to $8 range. So if you just look at the figures, if you can get that set for $32, I'd buy a bunch of them if you're an investor. So a lot of really good sets, a lot of good stuff happening. It feels good to be. I'm not back building right now. This is the hard part of being in the hobby is the breaking sets down. I can see why a lot of people don't like to break sets down. It does get old doing this, but it is what it is. So definitely watch out. We got a lot of. I've been doing some reading since it was vacation and others. One of the books that I wanted to get through, I haven't been able to get through yet, so it's kind of a bummer. But been doing a lot. So with that, man, now I gotta put all this stuff away. You're seeing the trials and tribulations of a builder having to break things down. This is such a great set too. Boom. Feels bad. This one was on display for like a year. We just redid our little seating area, redoing the kitchen. Lots of really good stuff going down. Keeping me busy. Let's go. That was the one thing I do remember about the Parisian restaurant, but one of the most exciting things is getting all of this olive green or dark green When I saw all that, I was like, "Ooh, wow, this is gonna be a good set." And then I saw all the doors. I'm like, okay, this has got to be a building. There we go. There's tons of great technique in here too. Really good. Can't imagine rebuilding this all over again. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I mean, the one thing is I love the modulars. I would get them all and be one of those guys, but I don't really have anywhere to display it, long or short term. So right now, ultimately, they're going to be used. I should probably use this in the mock. Save that. There it goes. So I don't really have a spot for them, so I don't know, it's pretty insane. I still can't believe I got this for 10 bucks. It's like mind-boggling to get this for so cheap is pretty insane. And there's just so many good parts in this thing. So many. I really should have had my two bin ready to go. Twos and ones. A lot of ones. But hope everybody is doing well, getting some building in. So I'm finally, today it really helped is that it was pouring rain out. So that's the one thing, even though the summer, this is kind of out of my building season. I would say that I do most of my building over the winter, fall, and spring. Fall really kicks in, but there is a good amount in the summer, uh, especially it's not always perfect weather all the time. Whew, look at these green bricks. They're good. All right, lots of twos. Twos. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I haven't had a lot of sets to review. I've got to like today. I'm probably gonna try to build, and I'm supposed to do something unique with this. This is the dolphin and turtle set. I don't know. I've got to figure something else out here. I'm gonna do like a fish of some kind to submit. For there's a contest out there. I forget who's doing the contest. Um, it's a lot of work. It's almost more work breaking these down than it is building. It's just kind of insane. Insane to think about. It just really is a lot of work. Taking them apart. The only downside to taking things apart is that no matter what you do, you are kind of using the bricks a little bit. So if you keep re-putting things back together and all that kind of stuff, it loses a little bit. It's kind of the used versus new, but I think it's worth it to be able to do new creations, build and rebuild, reimagine the world. Let's go. Here we go. 4, 4, 4, fours, 3. These are all twos. Twos right there. It's really cool getting different parts. That was a unique technique. Okay. So that I should probably still recovering. Oh, I can't believe it hasn't been Easter for a while now. Dang. There is a review. Um, I just did a review on Monday. So you would have seen that. That would have been the last of the Easter reviews. There we go. My pile of one buys is starting to get pretty big. It's a really cool, like the inside look. I don't know if you can see that of the fireplace. That's a really cool. I like the hood design. It's pretty neat. There we go. We're starting to move pretty good. Twos, a lot of twos. My twos bin is starting to get kind of full too. It's a lot of bins. I think I need another one of these to kind of take the pressure off. I think ultimately I want like 3 or 4 of them. So I can really sort out a lot of the uncommon colors and parts. It's really the big goal there. Okay, go. It's really cool. So here's some of the techniques around when you're doing roofs. Go the parallel way, add a little extra strength. These will be really nice. We'll be using this technique for the mock on the roof too. It'll add some depth. These are also really good for castles. These. And if you've made it this far, appreciate it. You're awesome. And the we're definitely getting a lot of the same segments. You won't see a lot of hauls, so we'll probably be doing some alternate things. Probably just doing some like live building. Really need to start cracking into Mos Eisley Cantina. I'm 2 weeks behind getting that going. It's just, oh man, it takes forever to like get going, and I needed to kind of clear some space. Kind of had an emergency In the other room, I had to move a lot of sets that I had pre-built. I had to kind of move them into here and start breaking them down because I lost a lot of space. Um, oh, there we go. Okay. Go. These big. That's the other thing with these modulars is these big plates from the floors are just, you literally can't have enough of these things. It's so good. So great to get. It's so good for building buildings in the future. Oh, and you could say that it's almost Star Wars compatible. There we go. So between that and Harry Potter, whew, Harry Potter's got a lot of crossover parts too, especially for Tatooine, because there's all those browns and tans. It's good stuff. All right, there we go. That's done. I don't think there's any more of those. It's my wedge bin. Okay. Oh, there's probably more up there. Oops. FOMO. Bum, bum. It's a really good part. One. Lots of twos. Just goes to show you how important twos are. You really do need to use a lot of twos when you're building walls. Gotta kind of remember that. These dark browns are really good. Bet you they're pretty expensive to get on their own. And that good stuff. Just don't see it very often. I don't know how many other sets have that. And done. Of course, I've got to do this one. Maybe we'll do it on another one. It'll be a lot. So, let me put the cover on this. Start getting these put away. Okay, so this goes here. I think. Okay, those there. One of those. Mm, yeah. No, we can. Well, put those. Okay, so that's all of those. These go in here. Don't think there's any of those. Okay. That's it for there. Okay, now we'll be getting into hey, there's always more work to be done. Look how many twos. This twos is getting nuts. Wow. Jeez. Two's been, it's insane. Threes are doing pretty good. Let's see. None of these. Speed. Ruthless efficiency. There we go. Holy crap. This bin's getting full to full too. My plate's been. Thing's insane. Oh, I gotta do some building. This one I may need to do some sorting out at some point. Originally, I had the 4s, 3x2s, 4x2s, 3x2s, and 6x2s all separate. But it's just any one of them is not enough. Boy, it's really starting to get full though. Pretty insane. So, yikes. Plates. My long one's actually starting to get pretty full too. My 4x bin. Wow. Looks like Chicago's getting taken down. Oh Lord. Look at this bin. Just all long bricks. It's crazy. That's pretty insane. Oh, this bin's getting heavy. So funky. Okay. Shift this over. We got. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. All these. if there's any others eligible. Yep. All right. Yeah, it's the craziness. Break it down. Holy. Running out of space here too. Big time. Flower bin. Cup. Oops. Cup bin. Gates. Feel like I'm missing something. This one. Wall of brick. I'm just gonna put them in here. Like super maxed out on plates. My clanker army. Got more, but those are just the ones not in use. That the bad guy bin. Here we go. Stormtroopers. It's the Rebels and Jedi armies. The light side. Man, I gotta get rid of some of these boxes. Start building some stuff. This is nuts. This one. The heck is that? Aha. Okay. This goes here. Mhm. This one, look at that. It's starting to get full too. Wow. All put away. Pretty insane. I'm not sure where these can go. So I'm gonna put those in there. Oh, let's go back in there. Here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Plate goes there. Where in goodness? I think these cabinets just kind of go off and do their own thing. Wow. Fully cleaned up, so now I gotta do this one. Coming up, this one's even bigger. Jeez. It's the Harry Potter fire. So, lots to go. Jeez. It never ends breaking it down.